At 17, Joseph had a dream. He saw stars bowing to him. In that moment, he believed something great was ahead. But what he didn't know was the weight that would follow. He was his father's favorite, loved, pampered, gifted. But favor often invites fire. And soon, the dreamer would become a prisoner. One day, Joseph went out to check on his brothers. They saw him coming, and their hatred boiled over. "We'll see what becomes of his dreams," they said. They stripped him, beat him, threw him into a pit, and sold him for 20 pieces of silver. He had a dream, but now he was a slave in a foreign land. No robe, no voice, no father, just silence. In Egypt, he served a man named Potiphar, and despite everything, Joseph stayed faithful. He worked with excellence, and God was with him. But even that wasn't enough to keep trouble away. Falsely accused, wrongfully imprisoned. Again, Joseph fell, from dreamer to slave to prisoner. In that dungeon, the silence grew louder. No dreams, no visitors, no rescue, only time and more waiting. One day, two men had dreams, and Joseph interpreted them. To one he said, "You will be restored," and he begged, "Remember me when you return to Pharaoh." But the man forgot. Joseph remained in prison for 2 more years. How do you hold on when the promise feels like a lie? How do you believe when the delay keeps growing? Joseph didn't have answers, but he held on. Then, one night, Pharaoh had a troubling dream. No one could explain it, and finally, the cupbearer remembered Joseph. Joseph was brought out of prison, shaved, changed, brought before the king, and in a moment, everything shifted. He gave the interpretation, not from pride, but from God. And Pharaoh said, "There is no one as wise as you." Joseph was made ruler, second only to Pharaoh. The same boy who once dreamed under stars was now walking in destiny. But it took betrayal, slavery, false accusations, and years in prison to get there. Years later, Joseph stood before the same brothers who hurt him, but he didn't seek revenge. He said, "You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good." This is what waiting with God looks like. It's not wasted time. It's preparation. It's pruning. It's protection. God was never late. He was building the man who could carry the dream. If you're in the waiting, if you feel forgotten, don't give up. God may be silent, but he's still writing. And your story isn't over yet. Have you ever felt forgotten by God? Let's talk in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more uplifting stories.